I translated a timeline of the American Civil War through languages with terrible translation quality. This was the result. November the 6th, 1860. Abraham Lincoln was selected as the American president. Lincoln is the president of the country against the spread of the slave. 1861. On February the 4th, in Montgomery, Alabama, Montgomery organized the southern provinces of American composition. The broadcaster, Montgomery, agrees that Jefferson Davis is the mid-president of the United States of America. April the 12th, fire staff building Fort Sumter, South Carolina. The Civil War is official. On April the 15th, President Lincoln will present a public statement about the elevation and ask 75,000 milliseconds to stop the application. Lincoln joins 43,000 volunteers on May the 3rd to increase the number of everyday teams. May the 24th, American power is transferred to the Potomac River and the miracle of Robert E.I. Portuguese Elmer Ellsworth, 11-kilometer owner of Mars Order House, was a foot commander in New York City and friend of Lincoln. He's still removing the candy flag from the roof. That's it. That's what he's doing in the Civil War. He's just getting rid of this candy flag. Get out of here. Ellsworth is the first American official to celebrate the war. Yeah, this rocks. Late May, Richmond is a profession. Richmond was the second place in the Amalgambia and the most industrialized city. June the 3rd, the first disaster in the east of the United States and the Federal Army in the west of Virginia. The Great Battle L, the first battle in the world in Virginia. June the 20th, at the end of the Bicycle Convention, Northwest Virginia was isolated from Western Virginia. June, West Virginia, official design and accepted of 35. So not only did Virginia split into West Virginia and Virginia, Northwest Virginia was like, screw this whole West Virginia thing. July the 21st, Buran's Battle, the first written. Close to the Virginia Manamedia, the United Nations organization, McDowell weapons forced to protect Washington. July 1861, North Korea, a series of global works and technology forces from Washington, D.C. August the 10th, after the death of the disaster in Lyon, the army has withdrawn from the federal attack. The facts of the American leader highlight the strong confession of the Mississippi River. October the 21st, Battle of Ball's Bluff. Edward D. Baker, President of Oregon, President of Lincoln, and his friend, led the army back to the Potomac River, forced to return to the river. Ice water in the river was destroyed by many drawings of the archipelago. There's too many drawings. Stop drawing! And then they fall into the water. 1862, February the 16th. Donelson, Tennessee. The river left the river under heavy control. Not fun. Unconditional monitoring. February the 22nd, Jefferson Davis was the President of the United States. He's like, I'm changing team. March the 7th to the 8th. Battle of Pea Ridge. The American victory interrupted the administration of the Missouri River. Relaxing in Missouri. March the 8th. Customer service surveillance and marijuana, Virginia. The first Iron Gate. A battle on the Hampton Road on the Virginia coast. On March the 8th, Virginia destroys 2 wooden cabinets. Across the line. Okay, it's war. On March the 9th, the USS and 2 classes of iron battles, and many other injuries were monitored. April the 6th, Tennessee's first battle. The first day of the fight is considered the first day of Albert Sidney Johnson's battle, the Centenary of Independence and the Mexican War. The Alliance winning is no longer available in Ulysses S. Ulysses S. April the 24th, Alliance warship David Fat delivered a conference shield to the mouth of the Mississippi River. Fleet arrived on April the 25th. In 2 days, the fortress falls with Alliance power, and the mouth of the Great River is under the control of the United States. May the 25th, Virginia's first battle. 2 weeks of maneuvering and fighting Cross Keys and the Royal Front. A comparative group, Stonewall Jackson, attacks US power with Winchester and will succeed with the city. May the 31st, Fight Week, Commander of Virginia's merger, Robert E. Lee, turned the recovery to change his name to North Virginia. There's a new Virginia again! Except from, that's just Robert E. Lee. June the 6th. Memphis, Tennessee, buckled Charles Davis's American Fruit Exhibition was successfully defeated by the Mississippi River and Memphis. July the 17th. President. This statutory act can increase the requirements of the previous legislation of sugar products, allowing extensive bucking of ownership of confectionery products, and preventing slave recognition and slave release. August the 30th, Second Buran's Battle, which means the Second Manassas, in case you needed to know. December the 24th, Jefferson Davis writes a warranty statement to the American Benjamin Butler that is forbidden to treat the privates of New Orleans. In this profession, there is a declaration that the declaration must be sent to the individual states, not as a black American military soldier or white officers are treated as the end of the war, which is designed by Lincoln, Judge the War. 1863, July the 1st, the search process was a war action that repeated itself as free, emphasizing the black team and clearing Southern white. This announcement was an important circular point in the US war, and in possible changes in order to rebuild the UN was a better union without condemnation. April 1863, Eastern Alliance launched a new campaign in Virginia. So Le North Villengia is sold in Fredericksburg. The Federal Army launched a campaign in Victorsburg, the last confession to the Mississippi River. May the 1st, the Association Parliament accepts the Retell team of Emerson Davis. This law believes that the judge is Tantal for the rebellion of slaves. The Black Army and the Black Teeth are sent to the country, which is ended or loved. One of the two. May the 6th, campsite plan is dismantled and EU forces are being withdrawn. Win Lee in Chancellorsville, a great sacrifice will be destroyed, including the stone wall Seabait Def Jackson on May the 10th. After Lee Jefferson asked Davis to take the war from Virginia. June the 9th, the Battle of Brandy Station boat riding America crosses the Rappahannock River, and discovering that Lee people are going to the Shenandoah Valley. Mississippi became a descendant of the city as Vicksburg Alliance attack suffers from bomb attacks. The Mississippi River's been up to a lot. I mean, I know it's important in the Civil War, but it's got a lot of confessions. June the 14th, Battle of Second Winchester. Protection of the EU Army under the Robert Mill Army and Shenandoah Federal Valley. June the 28th, Gettysburg Campaign continues. Confirmation passes through York, but set the Federal Republic of the Bridge on fire and refused access to Oriental Beach. Sylviana has fallen. Billions must die. July the 30th, Lincoln is a public order of 252, responding to the refusal to treat a black soldier as a white soldier. Replacement dental systems were effectively disabled. Damn. August the 21st, no, Lawrence. William Bake Kintrail in the storm of the Day Killers, rivals. Missouri guerrilla attack and destroy most cities. Not Missouri guerrilla. Around 150 men and boys killed. September the 9th, he was saved by a moderate campus in Tennessee and immediately stopped North Georgia. September the 19th, the Army of the United States of Cumberland was arrested during the leadership of William Roscram. December the 8th, if Lincoln promises the United States, you will be able to squeeze the people who participated in the out and issue a statement on the uniform and Reconstruction. 1864, on February the 9th, 109 US officers will run the news and fight the war. 48 flights took place in 2 bays. February the 27th, Camp Sumter Prison is known as Andersonville Prison Camp in Georgia. This camp is famous for extreme tooth conditions and high level of equality between teeth. February the 17th, the first successful assault of the Civil War. In 1995, Hungary defeated and did not listen until the attack was out. April the 9th, Battle of Pleasure Hill in Louisiana. The US Army was defeated by Richard Taylor Total. April the 12th, after rushing in Fort Pillow downtown and West Tennessee, the Parliament rejected something bad but examined the store. Fort Pillow keeps emotional problems in the rest of the war stolen by Forrest reputation. May the 14th, the Shaman Champion of Johnson is blocked by Tennessee. Sherman takes precautionary measures that do not order additional Arabic. June the 15th, attack in St. Petersburg, Virginia. After leaving the Cold Port, Potomac passed the arm of James River, and his army attacked the outer defense of St. Petersburg. After 4 days of blood, environmental spending contributions tends to isolate the city. Since July the 2nd, an army named Johnson, a great discreet defense and a little keen after several weeks of maneuvering and fighting. Johnson has been threatened by Shaman Mobile. Not Shaman Mobile. The mobile service if you do magic. July the 17th, I'd like to thank Joseph Johnson Belaford Center for the Tennessee Army. Big shout out there. July the 21st, Battle of Atlanta. Second food, according to Sherman, reduces the strength of the alliance and gives significant losses without positive results. July the 30th, the alliance army was placed a big mine in the neighboring St. Petersburg line. The following dogs can be cancelled, and the American army and the cradle will remain unchanged. August the 5th, Mobile Bay Admiral David Farragut is an American fleet. To protect its mobile phone, Alabama Mobile covers and protects them from strong fortifications and the Southern Flotilla. August the 31st, Cath Jones Creek, Georgia. Don't know what I do. September the 1st, food evacuated Atlanta, Georgia. Sherman camps the city's army and protects the next day. September the 29th, the amalgamation is trying to return. October the 19th, the Battle of Cedar Creek, Virginia. I've surprised the early morning attack. I've successfully attacked Jubalt, and I'm excited by Shendon's army from Cedar Creek's bank in Virginia. At the end of the day, the drawing is placed on the flight. November the 8th, Abraham Lincoln is the President of the United States. I think he mentioned. December the 10th, 1864. The cookie settings on this website are set to allow cookies to provide the best browsing experience possible. If you continue to use this website without changing cookie settings or clicking accept below, you agree to this. The Savannah Army will power an amalgamated defender to take Fort Magalt and find the city. Huge robot law. February the 1st, 1865, Shaman Savannah's army departs to pass Carolina. February the 17th, the end ends. South Carolina and Confederate Sea Defender evacuated by Charleston, South Carolina. February the 22nd, on the same day, Joseph E. Johnson ordered the Tennessee Army and ordered the deputy John B. Food 1 month ago. March the 4th, Lincoln, the second president of Abraham. Who was the first? March the 16th and the 19th, Shaman's army stopped the northern leadership of Fayetteville, but he managed to avoid the power that was given in Lyrie. April the 1st, the Five Fork Conference version of Virginia will start deciding that the Lee champion will leave the Sheeg line from St. Petersburg to Richmond. April the 2nd, St. Petersburg General Terms and Conditions. April the 3rd, the US Army is from Richmond. Damn, this whole time. April the 6th, the Battle of the Seamen, Virginia. A part of the old town on the beach is engraved and true. April the 14th, President John Wilkes Booth, Fort Sumner, USA, and South Carolina are the same day. That's how you become the president, you just kill the other one. April the 15th, Andrew Johnson was the president of the United States. April the 26th, Joseph Johnson signed a document to hand over the Army and the Army of Tennessee at an Army conference. May the 12th, ranch is held in Palmito Ranch in Okayama Prefecture. Contact now. And April the 26th, 1865, Simon Bolivar Booker agrees that the Trans-Mississippi Army will be transferred to the Trans-Mississippi Army on June the 2nd, 1865. The last major missile will officially be transferred to civil war.